Hi, Manuel Fabric again. Welcome back to this next video. So I want to talk to you guys about the academic piece of college planning. And so the first thing we need to understand is our student's GPA. Where's our student right now in terms of that? Are we in the 4.0 range plus? Are we in the 3.5 to 4.0 range? Are we in the 3.0 to 3.5 range? Are we under 3.0? So let's understand that, and let's realize that there's going to be a college for every single type of student. Doesn't matter where they fall, you can still get into a college somewhere, somehow. Did you guys know there's actually 3,900 colleges in the United States? So I guarantee you there'll be a college for your student somewhere, somehow. And let me tell you what the colleges are always going to be looking for in this whole process when they're looking at your file for your student. So, again, hey, GPA. Okay, that's first and foremost. They're always going to be looking at that. Of course, your top tier Ivy League colleges type thing, they're going to be very, very selective universities. You have to look at the admissions rate and take a look at where does your student stand having a chance. So I like to use software. I love to use College Board as a website that I go take a look at. I also have internal software as well. But I also just like to go to the college's website directly. So let's say, for example, I am looking at, I'm in California, let's look at UCLA. It's one of my favorite schools in California. So let's go to UCLA. And I want you to type in the search box on the top right-hand corner, I want you to put in freshman student profile. So that freshman student profile is going to give you an indication based on last year's statistics of what students got in terms of GPA and SAT scores, and where was the 25, 50, and 75 percentile. So we want to know, where do we stand? So the college is always going to be looking at your GPA, the students' SAT scores, and where they're coming in terms of their freshman class. Now, there's a couple things you need to understand. The testing, right, in terms of the subject test, AP, IB. So, here's the rule. A few years back, especially at our UC colleges, a lot of the colleges said that you don't need subject exams to be admitted to or find UC college system. And sure, that's true, and they have it on their websites, but you also have to look at the department. Because if you're looking at certain departments, for example, UC Berkeley Engineering, they will tell you on the department website that we strongly encourage students who are coming into engineering here at UC Berkeley to take these subject exams: Math 2, Physics, Biology, Chemistry, blah, 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 blah. So they're going to tell you that already. So the department says that. You may be able to apply to the general school, but getting into your major is going to be a different story. And I believe that, if you don't even take a few subject exams, you're probably not going to get to the top tier colleges. So even though these subject exams or AP exams, whatever you're taking, may not be required for the university, but it's going to add merit to your application, and it's going to increase your students' odds of being admitted to that university. So I encourage you guys to still take these exams, regardless of what the counselors say at the high school, regardless of what you see on the website, because it's going to add merit to your application. Because competition for admissions is very, very tight, and it's getting tougher and tougher every single year. So we want to make sure we're taking these exams. A good ballpark range is at least, I'd say, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 at your higher end colleges, but 2 or 3 is a good number to kind of at least work with. And everybody's going to have an individual case. Of course, if we're in the lower 3.0 range, it may not make any sense at all to take these subject exams because we may not be doing well in it. So I encourage those who are at least a 3.5 or higher to at least take these exams. So let's go with the college selection. That's the biggest piece. And that's a hard thing to gauge because, again, there's 3,900 colleges. You have to understand, well, what does my student want? Do they want to have a large public university with 30,000, 50,000 students in there? Or would they like a smaller school with maybe 10,000, 7,000, 5,000, or even 2,000 students in the college? Some of the classrooms have less than 17 students in a class, or maybe even 20 in a class. Is that what your student wants? So I don't know. I can't gauge that for you. Only you and your student could really determine that factor for you guys. And the bottom line, we want to make sure that our student's going to strive and succeed at that university. We don't want to send our student to a large university, a very tough academic rigorous program, and end up failing, because that's not going to be a great thing for a student. It's going to impact their self-image and their attitude, and it may impact their even graduation from that university. So we want to make sure that when you're applying to these colleges or looking at colleges, we find the proper fit. And the proper fit at least is going to be the academics, is going to fit them academically. And what about socially? Do they have all the programs that your student would like to get involved in? Are they going to play sports? Okay, so, and also financially. Is this school going to fit you financially? Is it going to break the bank? Are you going to have to go into debt? Are you going to have to sell your house and move to like Arizona or Texas or somewhere crazy like that? Because we're living in California, we're living in the Bay Area. So are you going to have to do that just to get your kids through college? I hope not. But there's other ways to do this without settling everything you have and packing your bags and moving away. So we don't have to do that, you guys. We just have to do the proper planning, understand what it's going to take to get into these colleges, both on the academic side and the financial side, and find out which colleges are going to best give us the most money possible. Okay, so that's it for this short little video, guys. I hope this is good for you, and I'll see you guys on the next one.